Welcome, everyone. My name is Julia. I'm one of the facilitators, and I'd love to share with you all a sentiment of loving kindness. Kindness is one of the four limitless qualities that we can cultivate in a Buddhist practice. And so we begin our meeting by setting this as an intention, as a motivation. And it's a wonderful way to sort of wrap our whole practice in this idea of love and kindness. So, this one was from a workshop we had here a while ago. And Lo, I think you painted this one. Yeah, you did, because you wrote on the back. This is Lo's drawing. There's the word okay on it, and sweet and joy. And on the back it reads, may you consider the magnitude of grace holding you. May you consider the magnitude of grace holding you. I'm going to close my eyes and just settle in. For anybody who is new to meditation, coming into the quiet space of the mind and the body can be unsettling, especially for a mind and body that has spent a lot of time and energy in distraction. And so to suddenly come into an environment where the distractions are minimal, it can be a little overwhelming. So I really like to take meditation slowly and gently. And I always like to begin by offering a spirit of celebration. It is amazing that we have all prioritized this hour to be here together. There are a million other things we could be doing. And I promise you, and I will remind the practitioners who are practicing here all the time, this is a very rare thing to do. Most people are not carving an hour out of their day to calm the body down, to learn how to breathe, to examine the body and the mind and its thoughts, and to be in an intentional community that promotes nonviolence, peace, and healing. The practice of peace today, in terms of framing your meditation, is very simple. Put your body into a posture of peace. Let your body be supported. If at any time you want to lie down, you may. If at any time you need to get up and move, you may. If you're online and you'd like to move around, I respectfully ask that you turn your camera off, or Lo may turn it off for you, and in the event that that happens, you can ask her to turn it back on. Sometimes stillness is really, really uncomfortable for people, and so if movement is your meditation today, invite it to be perfect. Take a moment and breathe. And if you can, allow your shoulders to roll back a little bit. Maybe raise them up towards your ears and roll them back. And the reason is you want to, at some point, start to cultivate a posture in your body, lying down or sitting down, where the spine is nice and straight and the rib cage has an opportunity to expand and contract. This way, you optimize and maximize the amount of oxygen you're able to give your body. When we breathe, filling our lungs completely, pausing for a moment and then exhaling nice and slow and intentionally, we oxygenate the bloodstream, which flows throughout the whole body. The organs work better, the brain works better, our thinking is clearer, the heart slows down, the thoughts begin to ease. The nervous system. We have a sympathetic nervous system which has 3 main activations. We're either in alarm mode, we're in resistance mode, or we're utterly exhausted. For people in recovery, the sympathetic nervous system has usually been in one of those 3 states chronically. So the parasympathetic nervous system, that part of the body that's like, hey, it's okay to rest. It's okay that peace and calm enter the mind and body. That aspect, that experience can be uncomfortable, maybe even suspicious. So as you're breathing, notice your surroundings in this moment. In Soul Center, we are sheltered. We're in a beautiful sanctuary. Some of us are sipping tea. If you're online, maybe you're at home, hopefully sheltered. Maybe you've had good food and your family nearby. Safe. In Soul Center, there was a very loud vehicle that just drove by. No idea what that was all about. Highly disruptive. Perfect fodder for practice. Breathe. Don't worry if your mind wanders. If you'd like to concentrate your mind a little bit to stay anchored on the breath, I have found it very helpful to assign a mantra, a very simple phrase, as I'm breathing in and as I'm breathing out. For the cultivation of peace, this is my practice. Breathing in. Peace be with you. Breathing out. Peace be with me. Breathing in. Peace be with you. Breathing out. Peace be with me. Breathing in. Peace be with you. Breathing out. Peace be with me. Friends, for this month, I have 31 synonyms for the word peace. One of the things that we cultivate in a Buddhist practice, it's part of the Noble Eightfold Path, is wise speech. And one of the habit energies that we can cultivate is we use the same words over and over and over again. And sometimes wise speech is about changing things up, having options in our words, in our language, in our tone. And so I'm going to spend this month and I'll read these synonyms, but I'm just going to read them according to the date. So, for example, today is December 3rd. I'm going to read 3 synonyms. Tomorrow I'll read 4, and so on. But before I read these synonyms, I want to invite you into a very intentional posture in the body. Sada is this posture, and it means heart-led. So what I'd like you to do is just roll your shoulders back and bring your attention to your heart, that heart center, that heart chakra. The heart chakra is the birthplace of compassion. Compassion is to be with another. And so when we are leading from the heart, sada, we are trying to get into resonance with one another. My heartbeat, your heartbeat. One life force beat. It is a way to remember that we are connected. We belong to the same Mother Earth, and by extension, we belong to each other. Peace in your heart. Let your heart lead with tranquility. Peace in your heart. May your heart lead with calm. Peace in your heart, and may your heart lead with quiet. Breathing in, peace be with you. Breathing out, peace be with me. We are all held in the magnificence of grace. So we're going to end our practice trying to sit in that noble posture where we're engaging that heart-led sada perspective. So I'm intentionally kind of slouching. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my attention to my lower back. So I slowly straighten my lower back. I'm going to roll my shoulders back, kind of stick out my chest a little bit so that my heart is forward. And I invite you to put your hands in a prayer posture. And this is your palms and fingers touching. And your fingers are not spread out, they are closed. Thumbs are out like this, if you can see my hands. And then that thumb is pointed at the heart. If this is comfortable for you, you don't have to do this. This is a very common hand mudra. And we're just going to end our practice with a chant of peace. It's the word peace in Sanskrit, Shanti, and we say it 3 times. And we kind of sing it a little bit. And it goes like this. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace be with you. Peace be with me. Namaste.